Okay, so today we are going to talk about loving ourselves. Yes, you heard me right. Loving ourselves. If you would have told me 4 years ago I'd be where I'm at right now, I would have, girl, there is no way. I was in a dark spot. I was hating myself for being the things that I thought I wasn't. I would compare myself to people who seem to, on the outside, have it all together. I mean, they had a nice house, their house was clean, they never forgot things, they were patient with their kids. You know, all this stuff that moms, you compare yourself with other moms. You're comparing your oranges to their apples. Yeah, that was me. Well, maybe I should do more. Maybe I should be a better wife. Maybe I should. You see the whole thing? It's a vicious cycle. I should this, I should this, I should this, I shouldn't that. No. We get to love ourselves for who we are. It is impossible to love anybody more than you love yourself. It is impossible. So for the moms out there, I challenge you, think of how much you love your kids. Do you love them any less because they're not perfect? Sometimes they have temper tantrums. Sometimes they get upset. Teenagers, they have attitude. And yet we still love them. Why? Because we love them unconditionally. The question becomes, though, why aren't you loving yourself unconditionally? Love is freaking awesome when you are in a space where life is good. And it doesn't have anything to do with what's in the bank account. Has nothing to do with how big your house is or how new your car is. It has to do with the inside. The inside comes before the outside stuff does. And some people have the outside stuff, and we look at them going, I wish I could be more like them. Well, be careful and be very cautious in comparing what you have or what others have that you feel you don't. Because everybody's on their own journey, but ultimately it comes down to ourselves. Can you love yourself even when you're not perfect, despite all of the shadows, despite the internal demons that you have? You are worthy of loving yourself. Absolutely worthy. Yesterday, I was working with some people. It's actually really funny because I was doing something and I'm like just in a zone and doing my own thing, and push comes to shove and I do something and I was like, what was I doing? And they're like, you're crazy. And before I would take it personal, I'd be like, how rude of them. I would take it personal even if I didn't say it out loud. That's what I felt on the inside. It was a personal attack and I'd get it like offensive and be like, what the heck? But I was able to laugh it off because I've learned to love life. It is freezing cold out here, and that's all right because I'm doing what I love. I am doing what I love and I am loving life. So when they say crazy, I'd be like, yes, I sure am. It's being in this space of appreciation. You know, sometimes, okay, a lot of times I'm a perfectionist and I like to have things in order. The most rewarding thing is the days where life seems so unmanageable, and yet when I look in the mirror, I still see beauty. I still see a bigger picture. Because that's what life is. It's not going to be perfect. And that's okay. I get hormonal and emotional, and I'm beautiful. I can have crazy hair, and I'm still beautiful. I can sometimes be so critical and look at myself and say, what in the world is going on? You know, you get on a rampage where it's like, this isn't right, and this isn't right, and this isn't right. You know what I'm talking about. Let it go. You know what, my stretch marks on my stomach, sometimes I wish I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. But that's when I have the opportunity to stop in my tracks and be like, Julia, seriously, you're going here again? Because other days I look and I say, I have 6 beautiful children that were nourished in this body. That makes me who I am. The scars that I've had are wounds that have healed, of strength that I didn't know that I had. But I can look at them like that, or I can say, oh, that was that one time, and there's this, and life isn't fair. Well, life's going to keep being unfair to you if that's how you want to see it. So love yourselves. Love yourselves unconditionally, just like you would a friend, just like you would God or any kind of higher power or nature. Nature can be crazy. There's volcanoes, there's hurricanes, destruction, but there's always beauty. The biggest fire can destroy, and yet there's so much beauty when you rise from the ashes. So how can you love yourself? What are you going to do? What are you going to let go? Or what is one area where you can make one small shift of embracing and loving yourself for what it is and not for what it's not? So put it in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch up with you later. See ya.